Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Olver Spags. Thank you. You've heard a lot about literary themes and books to be published and books that have been published. And for you tonight, I would not only like to do a book reading, I would like to do a reading of my book reading. I mean that quite literally. It is often said that kids can be cruel. With my latest book, they can reach their cruelest potential. I give you torture for kids. It is my hope that by studying the history of torture throughout the ages, kids can learn to unlock their inner sadist. Now, many of you may be asking why would I want to do such a thing and unleash such a generation of monsters on the world? The answer is quite simple. It will make history more interesting for future historians. This is, of course, assuming that those future historians aren't tortured to death by the youth of today. This book is a comprehensive guide of the ways kids can explore creative torture in their everyday lives, from ABBA to waterboarding. I would like to read to you an excerpt from the chapter on cock slapping. Cock slapping. You're going to hear the word wrong. Cock slapping is a relatively modern invention, making its first appearance in Napoleonic France. Napoleon, a notoriously height-challenged individual, was looking for a size-appropriate way to injure and insult his enemies. He quickly realized that his diminutive stature placed him at the perfect height for a surprise slap to the groin, which quickly became known as le coq slap. Or, during a brief period during World War I, der cock slap. Before arriving at the present-day cock slap. As a child, you two likely share Napoleon's vertical limitations and misplaced rage. So you can share in the cock slap. Simply draw back your hand and whip it forward in one smooth motion to land the perfect cock slap. And don't be fooled by the name. It is not just for boys, for you see, women like a surprise chop to the groin as little as men. There was a brief rally of support for the term puss punch. During the women's liberation movement of the 60s, but it was quickly abandoned by future generations. Now, in closing, I would like to remind you all that if we don't teach our children to torture effectively, someone else will. Whether you call it a cock slap or a puss punch, we can all agree, torture begins at home.